I called you up and I was like, hey, we should go hang out at Costco. But you know, I've been really thinking about this. What Vietnamese products are inside of Costco, and what Vietnamese-made items can we find in Costco?
I think there's a lot of stuff made from Vietnam, made for Costco. Vietnam's coming into their own. You've always had a sense of pride being Vietnamese, no matter what. Okay, how can it be? I want to be totally proud of what the country's become. We're a war-torn people rebuilt.
Yeah.
Are you built tougher?
And all of this will be answered at Costco today.
Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start trying to find all the things made in Costco from Vietnam. Like Nikes were made in Vietnam. That was probably the biggest news.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things made in Vietnam. Let's see what we can find at Costco made in Vietnam.
Yeah, let's look at all the consumer products that's made in Vietnam.
Cool.
Let's take this journey and start walking.
Awesome.
Wait.
There's a Costco right there.
Yeah. We're headed to Costco. Daddy's gonna give me some cotton candy. Give me a hot dog, dog.
This is so fun. Here we go. Going inside.
Yeah, let me get my card.
Wait, do we need a cart?
I got it.
Do we need a cart? No.
Oh, I gotta sign in. Let's check out. Cause we want to check out anything that's made here. Let's gotta check all the boxes then, right? I mean, obviously, I don't think LG stuff made here.
LG is from Korea.
I know.
Sony's from Japan.
I know, but they might have a factory because
Yeah, that's true.
Japanese stuff was made in Korea.
All right. Well, how do we find this?
Okay, how do you find this? Just look at the box.
Flip it out. How do we make this?
How the fuck? Usually it's in the back, right? Made in China, made in Vietnam. Where's it made?
It should be right here.
Yeah.
Made in China.
Made in China.
All right, so we know that. All right. So I think maybe we should go to the. We should head over to the clothing area, the food area.
You think it's maybe just no electronics?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, the chips, like Intel, is made in Vietnam.
See,
if it's the total product, then it's going to be, what if we ask one of the guys?
I don't think
No?
I don't think they would care. See, it's Japan.
Okay.
I think a lot of plastic goods are made in Vietnam, man.
Okay. We are actually in. How do I do this? All right, here we go. We are actually in a Costco that is this the heart of Little Saigon here? Would you consider this the heart of Little Saigon?
The Garden Grove locations, I've more so than Huntington Beach and Fountain Valley. Okay, so the Garden Grove Costco is probably the heart of Little Saigon. Everybody else that wanted to avoid this mess, they go to the other ones.
Oh, this is a pretty big. A lot of Vietnamese people here at this one.
It's pretty busy.
Yeah, this is very close to the Little Saigon area.
Garden Grove is really like a whole different Little Saigon in its own.
Okay.
And
this, where do we find this?
yeah, before it's so easy to look at. Why is it so hard now?
Maybe we should start asking people what they think is made in China. All right.
Made in China.
I wonder.
We're on the hunt.
Maybe there is a website or something that we should have looked into that tells us about.
Okay,
yeah.
let's Google it, man.
Let's Google what products are made in Vietnam.
Why don't you use technology, dumbass?
All right, Chris here. He's checking out on his phone what's made in Vietnam or product of Vietnam in Costco. But there's a lot of Vietnamese people up in here, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay, what products are made in Vietnam in Costco? All right, here we go. It's not a lot. Oh, frozen coffee.
Frozen coffee. I know.
Okay, so Lee sandwiches.
Lee had one of the first products I noticed in Costco was probably Lee's coffee.
I think Lee's coffee was the first product.
And then for years, company called Cookbit was selling their pho broth there.
You're right. Is Cookvik still here?
I'm not sure. I haven't.
Cookvik's a really big brand too, aren't they?
Yeah. So they got Snapdragon Vietnamese beef pho.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're only gonna see what like it's Vietnamese stuff.
Well, should we start with the food aisle?
Yeah, bun pia. What the hell, bun pia? What the hell?
No, but bun pia.
What's that?
It's like a little cake. Bun pia is like a little cake.
Describe that.
Bun pia is like a little it's kind of like a moon cake. PIA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know there's food, but we're looking for consumer products also.
Okay. All of it.
All of it. Okay. So we're on a hunt and a journey.
All right.
But should we just follow the Vietnamese?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the food section.
Yeah. Let's just go follow Vietnamese people.
Follow the Vietnamese people in Little Saigon to find out where the food is.
So obviously a lot of coffee.
I wonder if this is made in Vietnam. How about this stuff? Pillows.
Made in USA. Wow.
Yep, made in USA.
Okay,
all right.
Let's do it. Let's go down this aisle. Because I was made in Vietnam. I don't know about you.
You know what? That's a funny thing. You say you're made in Vietnam?
I'm made in Vietnam.
I was made in Vietnam, but do you say produced in the United States or distributed in the United States?
Made in
I was
Vietnam,
conceived in Vietnam.
assembled here.
Technically, I wonder if that works.
You were the seed of Vietnam, planted over here.
This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is. So let's see as something as mundane as a towel. Still China. Can we find anything made in Vietnam?
I think so. I think when it comes to the food, we should be good.
Okay. But the hunt is the journey. I mean, I know a lot of wood stuff is made in Vietnam.
Oh, teak. Teak. There's a lot of teak coming out of
Teak and
Vietnam.
bamboo.
Yeah, teak and bamboo. Let's see here. Right here. Here's the side of this right here.
Indonesia.
Oh, Indonesia.
Indonesia in
Teak.
the house? That's one for Indonesia. I think mowing.
No.
You never know, man. Be surprised. North America Incorporated.
Looks like Ohio right here.
Okay, I guess mowing's still made in the USA.
Toilets. No toilets made in Vietnam.
Does every house have a
Oh,
toilet?
here we
yet?
go. Here we go. Here's the garment section.
I'm pretty sure.
For sure,
Yeah.
Vietnam. Made in China. Oh, no.
China.
China. I thought a lot of this stuff's made in Vietnam.
Factories pick and choose, bro.
You gotta look at the tag, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. First product here. Made in Vietnam.
There you go. So, what is Orvis?
Made in Vietnam. Orvis. These are pants made in Vietnam. All right, that's 1 point.
So these are stretchy pants, okay? So, these are made for going out to buffets.
Here's made in China. All right.
Okay, we got our first pair. They come in 3 different colors: green, blue, and gray. Whatever your preference might be. Finally, found one.
Orvis.
Orvis, same
Probably
company.
Vietnam.
Yep.
Made in China.
India.
Interesting. Made in China. All right.
I know
How
we'll
about
hit
Puma?
another one.
Oh, here we go. Made in Vietnam. Puma. Good old Puma.
So here we go again. This is another product made in Vietnam. How crazy is that? Puma. So that's number 2 we found. So far a lot of clothes. Well, not a lot, but quite a few. Just by a couple of them we picked up.
You know, if you're watching out there, I'm wondering if there is a website or if there's any data metrics that can track whether things are made in Vietnam. That would be an interesting thing.
But here's a fucking cool one. Made in Cambodia.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I've never seen.
Cambodia's coming up.
Cambodia's in the house.
Cambodia's in the house. Southeast Asia's in the house. It's Banana Republic, right?
Yeah, it's China.
China. Yeah, I wonder
China.
if there's a website or something that is
If not, let's compile it.
tracking and compiling data on the making of products in Vietnam or things coming out of Vietnam. That would be interesting.
So we got Puma. Now we got Adidas. This is the fun size one.
But is that
Okay.
that fits you perfectly? Fits your head perfectly.
So this is my last year's outfit.
You
Obviously, I've grown up since a year.
You
okay?
could wear that for Halloween. Just your head, though. Just your head could use that for Halloween. Wait, what does the tag say? Does it say Vietnam or what does
Yeah,
it
it
say?
says made in Vietnam right
Oh, damn. Wait, lift it up. It says Vietnam. made
Hecho in Vietnam.
Hecho in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like, all right, the big leagues is Puma, Adidas. We know Puma and Adidas.
And we know
is,
Nike shoes are made there.
Yeah.
So that's for sure.
All right, what is this? Skechers, huh? Made in Vietnam, baby.
Dude, another Cambodia.
Cambodia. But this is Vietnam. Skechers. So Vietnam has these big contracts, man. So we now know Skechers, Adidas, Puma, so far at Costco.
That's only a bit part that
What
we're
is Snowzoo?
China.
Snowzoo's China. Yo, but Chris, let me ask you. When you were a kid, though,
Made in Vietnam, another one.
when you were a kid, though, you didn't buy clothes like at these places, did you?
Nah.
Where'd you buy
I'm-
clothes?
Goodwill.
Yeah, really?
Goodwill. Before there was in Target, there was FedMart. Okay.
Yeah.
You remember FedMart?
Yeah, I do.
But
I think FedMart, like we said earlier, is actually part of
the Federated?
Costco before. Yeah, because actually Kmart came from FedMart.
No way.
Yeah, the naming of it, the naming convention. I'm not saying these same owners, but if you listen to that Acquired podcast episode on Costco, it talks about how FedMart and Kmart, all of that in the 80s and 70s, came from the same kind of movement of these big warehouse places.
Even though people associate Kmart being cheap, dude, like Kmart was like,
Expensive for us growing up, right?
bro, it was like a treat to go to Kmart back
Yeah,
as a kid.
and you remember when they were making fun of you in school, like you're so poor, you shop at Kmart. You remember that?
Bro, I had a pair of Keds,
Yeah.
Pro Keds.
No, you remember? Do you remember Payless Shoe Source?
Oh yeah, they were the first one with the BOGO, dude.
Yeah,
Payless shoes.
BOGO.
Yeah, I didn't
Buy
know
one,
what the
get
BOGO
one.
meant, man.
Buy one get one free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even before that, I mean, I bought a lot of my shoes from Kmart.
Yeah.
you know?
Costco is a luxury. I mean, it's you're middle class if you're in here.
And then when you're a teenager, you were on the hunt at Big Five for
Yeah.
the fucking shoes.
Yeah.
Big Five was the thing, dude. So I'm kind of really proud to see so many stuff made in Asia right
I
now.
can't believe we're chilling at a Costco right now.
Right?
This is hilarious.
This
All right,
is
here's
hilarious.
Kirkland.
Let's see what Kirkland, where they make it.
Cambodia. Wow.
Cambodia. Very interesting.
So Costco's farming their stuff out to Cambodia.
A lot
I
of-
wonder how this stuff works.
I'm pretty sure they go through a brokerage house.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where this is. Lesotho.
Where? Wait, imported goods here.
Yeah, Lesto. Where else Lesto is?
Where does it say?
Right here.
Lesotho.
I think it's speaking
Made
you.
in Lesotho.
Made in Lesotho. Is that you? Made with
Lesotho.
Lesotho?
Inside joke. Inside joke. Oh yeah, this one's made in Vietnam. Kirkland brand made in Vietnam.
So so all this stuff is really sourced everywhere globally.
Yep. It's sourced globally.
Okay, so even Maddie, let me see here. China. So there's a pretty big spread between China and the rest of Southeast Asia right now.
Yeah.
But then again, it could be a lot of these factories from China side contracting. Oh man, look.
Sorry for the poor camera work, everybody. But this is my first time on the Osmo handheld, and I'm just trying to follow Chris and myself around the Costco, and it's kind of nerve-wracking to be like filming with everybody looking.
But look at this, dude. Okay, so all the major brands. Now we got Quicksilver, which is a very, very
big
California
company, yeah.
brand.
Yeah. Where are they made?
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Cool. Let me look at that. Let me look at that tag. There you go, baby. Made in Vietnam.
Y'all see that?
Made in Vietnam. There you go.
Dude, when I grew up surfing in Southern California back in the 80s, Quicksilver, I couldn't even afford Quicksilver, okay?
Yeah, Quicksilver was a big deal. And now made in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing, dude.
Amazing, amazing. All right, what do we? I think we should move beyond the garment and let's move on to food.
All right.
What about Cheetos? Do you think Cheetos is made?
I doubt it, dude. I think it's all made
Cheetos
here.
made here. It's
Yeah.
got to be.
Food, usually they're made locally.
It's got to be made here. Guaranteed fresh. Yeah, because if they don't have like a made in whatever,
Yeah.
then it's got to be here. It's packaged here. Oh, look at dragon fruit. I see dragon fruit. Okay, dragon fruit. Dragon fruit a few years ago. Dragon fruit a few years ago was not a thing that was consumed in America at all. Do you think this has a lot to do?
Made in San Clemente. Or you just film me with the shot. You know what I mean? Then I'll film you later.
We're just talking about it. Well, look, dragon fruit up to a few years ago was not a thing in America.
No, not at all.
Yeah, now it's such a big thing in America. Now we have a bottle of dragon fruit juice, and that's not made in Vietnam, right?
Made in California, man.
But we know that. I wonder if this is a Vietnamese thing or is it a Chinese product? Or what do you think is the influence?
What are you
on
trying to
it?
ask is who driven the
Who drove? Yeah, who drove this?
Well, you know, Starbucks had a dragon fruit drink.
How long ago?
Don't know, but that's the first time I saw dragon fruit on it commercialized.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like, it used to be a plant at my house, dude. I didn't even eat the damn thing.
But if you drive around Little Saigon, you see these plants, these cactus looking like plants all over. And
they're not easy to grow.
They're very difficult to grow.
Yeah.
Very difficult to grow.
Whoever did that back then, because, you know, go to your parents' jungles and find out.
But you know, dragon fruit is not in all shelves all over the country.
No,
because it's localized. This,
Because this is made in California, so it's quite easy.
Yeah, and Costco localizes product because if there's a big population of Vietnamese people in certain regions, then they will stock Vietnamese products.
Yes. Okay, coconut. Okay, coconut's pretty Asian, right? Either Thailand, it could be Vietnam.
Here's the side right here, the side of it. Made in Vietnam, baby. See it?
Our first, and it's organic coconut milk. Okay.
God, it's so interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
And dude, it has all the right fucking USDA organic, GMO, non-GMO certified.
Made in Vietnam.
Healthy
right
product. So we're making healthier products. See
all
that?
right. So that's a good mark.
That's a good mark.
All right. And then now we're looking at the
How about even the coconut water?
Yeah, coconut water. What is this made? Vietnam too. All these coconut products are made in Vietnam. That's cool.
It is.
I use a lot of this stuff. My mom uses a lot of it in cooking.
Yeah.
What about this coconut water?
Cocoa water's been around for a long, long time.
Yeah. Long Beach, distributed in Long Beach. So if there's no labeling on where it's made, then it's typically probably made here in the U.S. or bottled here in the U.S.
So, I mean, would it tell you like where the source core product came from? Like, the main...
I think there's a law about this stuff. If they're made and bottled here in America, and if it's like a certain percentage that's made, then they don't have to like mark it.
Okay, so I guess this item doesn't say origin. It's only bottled locally, so there is no conclusive evidence on
All right,
this.
very cool. All right,
This looks like a Mexican
a
product.
Mexican product for sure.
But let's see where it's made.
Thailand. Wow.
So
Look
cool.
at this is so crazy. El Mexicano, but it's a product of Thailand.
Well, Thailand is one of the biggest coconut exporters.
Yeah.
Right?
Very cool. There's ginger beer here.
Ginger beer.
All right, so where are we? We are in the drink section of Costco right now, and we are going through every one of these products and finding where they're bottled, where they're made. This is probably an American product, no? Produced in the UK. All right.
Okay.
It's ginger beer. Says,
I know
"Why did you
Pellegrino's probably not.
get-" Yeah.
Sparkling water. No, I'm curious about the sparkling water.
This is a Kirkland brand. La Mirada.
No, this is the only the box.
The box?
Yeah.
Product packaged in the USA.
Okay, no idea where it's made. Let's see if we can spy.
Here's something right here. Organic tofu. Wow, Garden Grove.
Nice.
No, made locally. Host Foods America Corporation. If it's called,
House Foods.
yeah, that's cool.
That's cool, but they can use better branding.
Yeah.
Okay, you start picking up products and I'll film you.
Okay, so, ooh, this sour sauce. This is sour. You got it. So I think sour sop is cherimoya. I think
Cherimoya?
something like that. But it's in Vietnamese. It's called măng cào, and I wonder if măng cào is because this isn't sold at every Costco.
No,
Yeah.
it's a very localized product.
Yeah. Let's see where it's made here. Wow. Where could this be made? The exotic taste of ripe pineapple with a hint of Asian pear. That describes it. Here we go. Where is it made? It's packed in San Ramon. But where is it made? Guayabana.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. What else? Why is this even important to find out why these Vietnamese products are here at the shelves?
Because we're proud that they're becoming a global player in manufacturing. You know what I mean?
But it also shows our buying power.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
it shows that if we could show up in numbers in voting and buying power, then these are times when it matters. Who we
Well,
are matters.
yeah.
Our culture matters.
Well, we'll be considered into the pool of like what when they plan anything, they plan it for
For
certain
us,
types.
yeah.
Yeah.
And they project these numbers, and you know, it all becomes an important thing.
Yeah, it's very consumer based. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I don't think we make these type of products yet.
No, but when I think about it, we haven't really hit the Vietnamese product aisles yet here. It's a lot of it we've talked about is made in Vietnam,
Yeah.
but we haven't really gotten to certain products that are actually Vietnamese, like the pho.
Yeah.
The pho thing is actually like a Vietnamese product, and the beer.
But even the pho products made here in California. It's made in Orange.
yeah.
A little known thing. I used to work for Cookbit.
Oh, you did. What did you do for cooking?
I did store samples.
Like, what do you mean? You did store samples?
I passed out the pho sample.
Cookvig. I did not know that. Yeah, and Cookvig, for everybody who wonders who Cookvig is, they're a food company that makes Vietnamese-inspired products like coffee flavors, pho flavors, all the spices. They're a pretty big company, pretty big deal, and they make pretty legit stuff.
If you guys don't know how to make pho, they have a starter pack, okay?
Yeah.
Their starter pack is very easy to use. I mean,
water and you
just hot water and onion.
But you know that's arguably the demise of like where real pho is headed.
Or can you say that's what spread pho even further?
It can go both ways.
It can go both ways. So, because it's now accessible. People making at dinner parties.
Yeah.
They're making for the friend because it's not that time consuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have to slave over for 12 hours boiling it, or you can make it an hour and it's semi legit?
Here we have kimchi. You want to flip that camera around?
No, it's on you. Go ahead.
Oh, would it follow?
Yeah.
This is kimchi, but I highly doubt this is made in Korea. But this is a Korean product. Where is this thing made? Let's see. It says distributed by Daesang America. So it's a product of Korea. This is actually a product coming from Korea.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be trippy if this was a product of Vietnam?
Hey.
But kimchi in Korea, from Korea. That's legit. That's
Okay.
legit.
How about these quail eggs? You gotta be local.
This is product of USA.
USA.
Yeah. We know this is from here.
You go down the frozen like dumplings and show me this here. I don't even know what this is.
You gotta find it. I think it's in the dry section.
Dry.
Like beer is
okay.
One beer is desserts.
Is it dessert?
Yeah, desserts and cookies and stuff like that. We got to go to the cookie section.
Oh, okay. Let's check out some of this stuff though.
All right. Chef Hacks. Who is Chef Hack? Okay, Chef Hack is some white dude. Distributed by West Hollywood, so it's probably made here in the U.S. Nothing to do with Vietnamese at all.
Okay, a chicken
It's pretty
skew.
healthy though. All right, is there anything Vietnamese chicken skewers? I mean,
No, that's probably most of it's farm, unless you own a farm.
It's a product of Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for food has to be really Vietnamese food centric. You know what I mean?
But I think they got the Vietnamese pho in this aisle, somewhere in this aisle. You got ravioli, you got lasagna, chipotle. Chicken mole al pastor. Okay, teriyaki udon. Let's see what this is about. Okay, this is Japanese.
But where's it made?
It's gotta be made here. This is udon. Assembled in USA, distributed here in Fullerton.
So it's a product of the U.S.
Product of the U.S. Local. Beef stroganoff. Chicken pad thai. Let's see what this is. Chicken pad thai is actually Thai. It's a Thai dish.
Made in USA?
Made in USA. San Leandro, up north, Bay Area.
Yeah.
See, the pho thing is normally in here, isn't it? You've seen it before, right?
Which pho product?
There's pho. There's pho that's sold at Costco,
Okay.
which is normally here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't like that you made everything thick.
I don't see anything Vietnamese. But are you guys noticing all the Vietnamese people in the background here? There's a lot of people here. Okay, there are chicken tamales, crab here, edamame, seaweed.
I'm pretty sure a lot of seafood is gonna come out from Asia.
You know that crab and that. Come on over here. Okay, we got a lot of different types of dips. Wow, I'm surprised. There's no Vietnamese. There's not a whole lot of it. Oh, you know what?
What?
I figured it out.
What is it?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
I figured it out.
What is it?
Why would you sell pho at a Costco in the heart of Little Saigon?
They do it all the time.
Why?
Because
People are making pho here, and you can get great pho here. Why would they make pho here at the Costco in Little Saigon?
it's easy to make.
Have you seen it before?
Yeah, I've seen it before. I demoed it, and it's actually really popular.
Yeah. Maybe
So-
we should ask some people if they've ever seen
They
pho
don't
here.
they don't make a powder. They make a paste, and
I've seen it in a bowl.
yes, well, it comes in a can, and it has all the spices, the star anise, all the, I guess you can say all the 5 spices.
Okay, we
I'm
have
not
udon
sure.
right here.
Yeah, check out the udon.
Let's check out the udon. All right, let's see where this chicken stock comes from. All right. This actually comes from Washington. It's a product in the USA.
Okay.
Made in the USA with domestic and imported ingredients, but it's assembled here in the USA. See this udon here. It's a Japanese product here. Product of Korea.
Nice.
So interesting.
Okay.
All right. Oh, let's go to the other side, yeah.
Now rice. How many rice you want to guess that's gonna be made in here in Vietnam?
So interesting. Imported by Costco, product of Thailand. Okay, let's see how much rice is actually brought in from Vietnam.
Grown
this
in
is
the-
grown in the U.S.
Wow.
So this is non-GMO. This is great. I didn't even think that they sold this much rice here, man. This is Louisiana. Crowley,
Surprise.
Louisiana.
I'm so shocked right now.
Oh, wow.
Even
Okay.
Cal Rose,
Cal Rose, where's Cal Rose?
California.
California.
Dude, a lot of rice, even the sushi rice is made in
Where's
California.
the sushi rice made?
California.
Wow. It's California. Wow, it's a lot. You would think a lot of the rice is made in Vietnam. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Did we just hit the
Here we
jackpot? All right, here we go. Snapdragon. Vietnamese pho.
Dude, Vietnamese pho.
Vietnamese pho in a
Let's-
box.
let's
All
see
right,
where
this
it's
is the first
made.
time I've ever touched this.
Yeah.
Vietnamese pho.
It's
All
a
right.
kit.
Okay, this is the kit. Oh, it's actually product of Vietnam.
All right.
So it's made in Vietnam. So there's some authenticity to this. Is
Somehow
there?
I gotta buy this and try this.
Yeah. Snapdragon Foods. San Leandro is who imports it, but it's a product of Vietnam. And it's made with 90% recycled material. The box is made with 90%.
Not the pho.
the noodles, right?
Yeah, you stupid dude.
The meat is made with 90%. But look at it. This is what it says. Psst, it's me. Oh, box. It's the box. All right. It says it clearly. You look fantastic, by the way. Yeah, you do look fantastic. I wonder how much
Snapdragon.
this
Let's check out who Snapdragon is.
Yeah. We should probably do a cutaway to who Snapdragon is. But
Yeah.
this is cool. All right.
That's one down.
All right, but that's the first Vietnamese. That's the first.
Taiwan.
This is what is this? Rum
This
and
gotta be
gift set.
Korea.
It's gotta be. Made in China. All right, made in China. Tonkatsu. This is Japanese product. What about the brown rice? Is
Dude, I like this rice.
it made in Vietnam? Where's this rice grown? Doesn't say. Oh, right here. Made in product of South Korea.
Yeah.
So this is brought in from South Korea. Spanish style rice. I wonder Spanish style rice if it's made in Vietnam.
Does Mexico grow rice?
It's a good question. But look, if usually though, it's crazy because if you see GMO or organic, it's usually done in America. Usually grown in America. I mean, that's what I've noticed this morning, looking at this stuff. But yeah, this doesn't have like imported from or grown where. Certified organic by QAI. Yeah, I think if it's like a lot of this stuff is grown here, then you can control that whole GMO thing.
Well, you don't have to get it certified.
You don't have to get certified. It's not as crazy. Yeah, so it seems like it's all made here.
That's cool.
What else? Let's look at the Southwest Bowl. Yeah, I think if it doesn't say where it's grown or made, it's probably made. Oh, it's made in Thailand. This bowl right here is made in Thailand. Loma Linda. That's a brand made in Thailand.
Quinoa.
It says Andean farmers, product of Bolivia. All right, here's a pretty. What is this? Mung Dale. This is
What is it? First of all, I don't even know.
Dausana. So mung beans.
Oh, but what is it? A cake?
I don't know. What is this for?
Oh, let's see where it's made.
Product of India. But this is
That's about right.
Yeah. Mung beans. Okay.
Okay, the
All
aisle
these
over
products,
is
yeah.
it's all drinks, so we won't do drinks.
Let's see what else they got here. What about this green tea? This looks like a Japanese company or Chinese company, but this is Kirkland. But Kirkland is a Costco brand. Produced exclusive for Kirkland, Ito-in, product of Japan.
Yeah, legit.
All right. Let's look for your P. Yeah.
I don't even know how to pronounce that.
In Vietnamese, it's called bánh bia.
Bánh bia?
Yeah.
That was not a B and it is a P.
I don't know, right? It's the weirdest spelling. Are there any? I mean, other than that Vietnamese pho kit, there's nothing else that's actually Vietnamese inside. There's got to be.
Now, they used to sell the bò viên here at once upon a time.
Yeah, but the bánh bia is another Vietnamese product, right? You know Mazi, right?
Yeah,
Somebody's got to cover
it's
this.
Nestle though.
Yeah, but we are glued to this brand.
This is our premium soy sauce. It's not even considered soy sauce.
Yeah, but why? What's the history behind Mazi and Vietnamese people? It's a premium brand that we use.
I'm pretty
in
sure some
Vietnamese.
colonizer liked the sauce and went home and made it.
Wait, how did it get to Vietnam and to the Vietnamese community?
Magie?
Yeah, this is like, this is like
It's
a real
a-
deal. And it's weird because it says imported from Europe. I mean, there's so many levels to this.
Let me ask you this: yellow cap or red cap?
But that talks about the quality, right?
Yes. Well, would
Because
you?
yellow cap isn't yellow cap local, and then the red cap is from Europe, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is like $14 for the red cap, but for the yellow cap is what, $7-8?
Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper, like half the price.
Yeah, you know when you walk in somebody's house, yellow, red cap.
It's so funny. You walk in somebody's house and instantly you judge them based on the yellow cap, red cap, or you walk into a restaurant. No, restaurants don't usually have the Mazi bottles. That's some funny shit. I never thought about that.
Or you have just a bunch of Kiko Man packets.
You're a judgmental fuck.
Not me. I'm just observant that way.
Dude, the roots of classism comes from you, man. That is some funny shit. All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, what about Lapsang?
It's got to be Chinese, or made here locally. Because I know for a
I
while
love
they've
this
been
stuff.
selling this stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
I love this stuff, dude.
Yeah, me too. It's one of my favorite. Product of the USA, though.
Yeah,
Interesting. Dude, did your family eat Vienna sausages growing up?
bro.
Bro.
They taste so good back then, but they taste so nasty now.
I know, but it brings so much nostalgia.
It
Vienna
does.
sausages. You
Dude.
should do a T-shirt about it.
Yeah.
Dude, my dad would come home with like 4 of these things, and then he would make muituchan, and then we would all dip, and then he would put it on a burner on the stove. Dude, I like want to cry when I think about Vienna sausages right now.
Yeah,
and then you ask anybody our age.
How did they describe it back then? Go get me.
Suksit.
I know, but how did they pronounce the name?
Can I have one?
Oh yeah.
See, here we go.
What is it called? Vienna?
Vienna?
Oh,
No, they just called it suksit. Yeah. But they would heat it up on the stove. They would heat this stuff up on the stove, and it was so cheap back then. I think it was like a quarter.
Yeah.
A quarter a can. How much is it now?
because this rivaled, right here. Oops. Oh, there we go.
All right. Did you flip it yet?
I gotta do stabilized tracking. So, all this stuff right here, and this guy will tell you, Vienna sausage, Spam, and corned beef hash. It's because it was all government canned food.
Vienna sausage?
Yeah, no. They had a version of it. This is the premium. Like the Devil brand. Remember the Devil?
Yeah. So this was, so at the PXs, the GIs would bring it from the war.
Yes.
And they would bring, that makes perfect sense
Anything
now.
ready to eat.
Yeah.
And
Came from the PX during the war, came in these little cans, and I think it reminded them of that time period.
Yes.
So they would buy these. When I was a kid, we were 5 years old, my dad would bring, 4 or 5 of these back, and then we'd pop the lid open, we'd light it up, and it'd be hot, and we'd dip it in muituchan, and it was like such a treat for us.
well, it's just like canned sardines, okay? We grew up accustomed to loving this. Anything that had, it was cheap, poor food that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. How many ways did you make Spam?
Yeah, a million ways.
Okay,
In
and-
Hawaii, that's what they do too.
And the
right?
sausage too. My mom would sour this, and we just eat it straight up on rice and eggs.
Yeah.
Everything was rice and eggs, bro.
Yeah.
Is it
Amazing.
not?
Yeah, this brand is, I can't believe it's still around too. And it's crazy the amount of money it is to today. I mean, these were like 25 cents a can back then.
Okay, so when I moved out on my own, I bought some because it reminded me of my childhood, right? I used to buy this Spam. This is the one I never rebuy because it did not taste good.
Really?
As an adult. When's the last time you tried it?
Oh, it's years.
Okay.
I mean, but I know it's how bad it is for me.
It's not just bad. It's not like, I know how bad Spam is, but I still eat it.
This is probably not on the same level, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this doesn't have that taste for me.
Oh, really? I like it. I'd eat this before I do
Because
Spam.
We used to put this in all the instant noodles.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, slice
exactly.
it up. And put it on the instant noodles. You know what I mean? So,
Can't believe we're doing this.
here you go. Like we were talking about sardines, okay? How do you say sardines in Vietnamese?
Kamoy.
Kamoy, okay? Dude, I used to eat sardines out of the can.
What is that?
Soy
Kamoy.
sauce and just a piece of bread, dude.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
This one's made in Vietnam.
I still do. Oh, that's made in Vietnam. Let me get it. Let me get that. Wow. Processed in Vietnam. That's cool.
Yeah. So, we do have a presence of food for sure.
I don't think there's salmon in Vietnam, man.
You don't think we have a farm? Product
I don't
USA.
think you can. Yeah, I don't think you can grow or breed salmon.
Holy shit, man. Even chicken in the sea. I grew up with this
Dude,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Check it out. Made in Vietnam, dude.
Sweet. Okay, but we haven't found very many things that are. We haven't found very many things that are actually Vietnamese product.
Just the Snapdragon.
Snapdragon.
The pho
yeah,
kit.
the pho kit. That's
But that's about it.
I thought we would find more actually.
Well, there's more brands coming out of Vietnam. They're not here yet. I'm waiting for the day that a lot of brands come from Vietnam come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Kewpie. You know what Kewpie is?
Yeah, the Japanese
Mayonnaise. Yeah.
Okay, let me
Right
see
here.
what the Spam is made.
But this is actually product of USA, licensed by a company in the USA. It's Kewpie.
Some odd reason, I love Spam, dude.
Yeah, it brings back a lot of memories, man.
Because we used to get government canned food when we first got to America.
Yeah.
And it wasn't Spam, it's just canned meats.
Yeah, but it's the same concept.
Yeah.
Off-brand.
Off-brand, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like government block cheese, but they give you a block of Spam.
Yeah.
Big one, too. And when you know how hard it was to open? You didn't have the fucking thing you had to really twist all over it. You fuck it up.
Yeah. You broke and you got to get a set of pliers out.
Dude, you know how many people got cut up?
Yeah. Just
Fuck, dude, it was dangerous, man. Food was dangerous, dude.
Where's this?
Earlier.
Processed in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Another product of Vietnam right here.
All right, so we are coming around to things that could be Vietnamese.
Well, here's the coffee section, I think. No. Bouillon. Dude, my parents live off this stuff.
Nor.
They live
Here's
off this
Nor.
right here. If y'all don't know, man, every Vietnamese house has something from this company.
Yeah, and they're they do a lot of work with the Vietnamese community and the Southeast Asian community in America.
Do they?
Yeah. I actually talk to their reps quite a bit. that might be some events happening in the next year with Knorr.
That's awesome, dude. Because
And then some people call it Knorr.
that was a staple product for
Yeah.
us, man. All right, mushrooms.
That looks like it packed in France.
Ils sont from France.
French. All right. What other? I think we're going down the hot sauce aisle. There might be some sriracha. No, you know what? They don't have sriracha, right? There's no sriracha here.
Yeah, they have.
Off-brand, right?
Well, that farm that used to produce all their chili has their own
Yeah.
brand, and it's here in Costco.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's their competitor. I think they took out.
They took out sriracha.
For that
Man,
brand.
I think that guy made a few weird
Boo-boo.
business. Yeah, a few boo-boo decisions, man.
Because how are you gonna let the
Yeah.
company?
And they never trademarked the word sriracha.
No. And
Yo, what was going on in his mind?
only you can ask his kids.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody, you know. Like,
So that farm is actually in Costco now.
Yeah. That's the thing, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like a lot of times we don't want to take over our parents' business because they want to keep it a certain way.
Yeah, yeah.
You're not aligned to how they run, but they grew the successful business. Who the fuck are you?
Well,
Or is it you that should take it on to the next level?
you know, I dealt with that for a long time.
Yeah.
This idea of like a business that was started by my mom and dad, it's still running, but it's weird. It's a weird identity thing as an American, right? You don't want to like
Align yourself. With
align
that?
yourself with and it's not because the product was shit or the
Yeah.
story was bad or anything. It's just I want to create something that I created.
Is it
I
because
have
they
that
did not
ownership.
let you have creative freedom to take the
no,
company
no,
on?
no, no, no. They totally said do what you got to do. They totally made me do and grow the business, but it wasn't like. I always felt this weird thing like I didn't start it. That's such a bad. I don't know where it comes from.
Well, it's not uncommon because that's why a lot of my friends that have companies in manufacturing, the kids don't want nothing to do with taking it over. They want to have their own
They
path,
want to have their own path.
start their own lane.
But that's a real. I'm sorry to say this. I'm commenting on my own. Okay, that's a real dumb way to look at the world because if you can't make your parents' lineage or their legacy, man, I can't believe I'm saying this. I think it's a really dumb thing that I did. Like, let it go. But here we are today. I'm doing something else.
But here's the weird part. Okay, we all have this thing about empire building, but yet you don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah, but you can't build an empire in one generation.
I know, but yet you don't want to take
I know.
over to do that. But yet you have an empire building mindset.
Weird, man.
And okay, imagine you built this whole thing for 20 years, and then your kids become of age,
Yeah,
and then also they don't want nothing to do with your business.
they don't. But that's a very American thing. I think it's a very American thing to not want to be a part of your family's business.
Yeah. So
But look, dude, Japan, all day long they'll do generational business. All day long.
but they're also losing their workforce. They have a labor shortage, and the kids are now not doing it as of late.
What is it, man? I don't know what it is.
You know, because sometimes they taught you to be this independent person, create your own thing, do your own path, okay?
Yeah.
Or do what your family has always taught you.
Yeah, I mean, I think in Vietnam, I don't think people are dealing with that. People in Vietnam, I think probably,
It's going to be generational.
yeah. I
Because
think
why?
it's,
Because there's farms, there's things. But then again, you know, you're talking about a whole different mindset, like from not having something to having the opportunity to do whatever the fuck
you would want, yeah. That's a big thing.
That's
the
the big
freedom
thing,
to do
so-
whatever you want.
So
All right.
that's a hard take on
Yeah.
things. You know what I mean?
All right, we're inside the coffee section now.
Yeah. Let me take you down this aisle over here and just introduce.
All right, you want to start? Okay, here, we're going to start here at the coffee section. I know a little bit about coffee, which is some stuff that we covered in previous episodes of the Vietnamese podcast. We covered Arabica and the idea of Robusta. We went deep into the breakdown of this stuff. So let's talk about this. Where is this brought in from? Let's see. Because coffee's not grown in the U.S. That's one thing for sure.
Roasted and packaged in the U.S.
Roasted and packaged, but where are the beans coming in from?
Arabica.
This is Arabica, yeah. All the beans that we see are Arabica beans typically in American coffee. They don't use Robusta beans unless it's like Vietnamese coffee. Robusta beans come from, Vietnam, and Arabica is grown in a very different climate, colder, higher. These are Arabica beans that are not grown in Vietnam. And Starbucks doesn't grow.
No.
Starbucks doesn't do Robusta. Starbucks does Arabica beans.
How did it feel with the day you found out Vietnam is the second biggest exporter of coffee?
It's weird. I always kind of knew that. It wasn't like an issue where it surprised me. It was always like a big coffee culture.
It was, but when did you know like they were actually exporting that much?
I always kind of knew. I
You
always
did?
kind of had a feeling that how could they not? Because, it's like a tropical place. It's like, we'd always hear about coffee and ba me tot and,
Yeah.
through the history of like being around Vietnamese people, I always heard about coffee production.
But it's just still blew my mind when I see us climbing the charts of the second.
But here's what blew my mind recently is, as I'm doing the Vietnamese podcast stuff, realizing that Arabica and Robusta, it's like classism. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
That's what blew my mind. It's not the coffee production in
And that's
Vietnam.
why Starbucks got in trouble for saying
yeah, their PR guy got
yeah.
a lot of hot water for saying that.
They didn't even want to carry it.
Yeah.
They say it's a low grade,
Low
whatever.
grade,
yeah.
Yeah. Not like we would never do something like that. But let's see what Pete's does.
Yeah, but would you drink coffee coming out of a monkey's butt?
Yeah, no, not a monkey's butt, but a ferret. It's like a type of weasel, actually. Yeah, I've drank that. It's actually really, really good.
Does it
It's
does
special.
it have a nutty taste?
I'm not falling for you. I'm not falling for your antics, Chris.
It's a very curious question, man.
Let's find out. It's an honest question. But where does this say? Like, it doesn't say where it's grown or anything.
It should. Everything has to have an origin.
Distributed by Pete's Coffee in Emeryville, which is up north. Oh, interesting.
That's all I got.
It doesn't talk about where it's
Yeah, that's all we got.
sourced per Enveritas standards. I wonder.
We have to dig
where it
into the
comes
company.
from.
You see what the
Yeah.
dried mangoes are made out.
Oh, this is cool. This gotta be from Vietnam, man. Dried mangoes. And this is just like a recent addition, right? Like the last 10 years, maybe. Dried mangoes packed in Mexico. It's product of Mexico.
You know, a lot of Asian,
Mexico.
a lot of
Back to
Asian
Mexico.
fruits are now grown in Mexico. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Same conditions.
So a lot of the Asian companies are they're actually, investing in Mexico for a lot of their fruit products.
All right. This looks like Mexico as well. No, product of Cambodia. So interesting. And then you got the chili mango. Wow. Chili mango. This is distributed, product of Thailand, distributed here in the U.S. I'd expect more coming out from Vietnam. But here we have more. We have more coffee on this side. Folgers. No, this is Nescafe.
Bro, this used to be a staple thing in every Vietnamese house too, man.
What Nescafe?
That's our instant coffee back then.
Yeah, but it's probably rabbit.
Hey, so was your parents Nescafe or Folgers?
No, none. My parents were not really heavy coffee drinkers.
Okay, households that you visited.
No, household that I visited was our Café du Monde.
We
All the households that I went through, they didn't mess with this.
oh,
They did
well,
not.
when you visited poorer people,
Poor people, really? You think?
no,
I don't know. With
we had it in our house for a long time, dude.
this is weird. This is coming out of Louisiana, New Orleans.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. All right, Kirkland. Where's Kirkland bring their coffee in from?
Says Colombia.
Dark roasted, fine grind, Colombian, 100% Colombian. Yeah, Colombian coffee growers. I wonder if this is Arabica or Robusta.
Now, let me ask you this: so much coffee comes out of Colombia. How many Colombian coffee houses have you been to?
Oh, interesting. That is an interesting question. How many Colombian coffee houses? Well, because I think there's not a whole big population of Colombians in America, but there could be.
No, but they're just selling coffee to the masses.
But
You know,
you're
so-
saying to have like a Starbucks or retail footprint?
Anything. Any brand that comes.
Yeah, Colombian coffee has been
But
famous
yet-
for decades.
But yet, Italian coffee is regarded high,
Right.
but they don't even grow coffee.
That is crazy. Yeah.
How the fuck did that
That
happen?
is crazy. Does Italian grow? No, Italy I don't think produces
And
any
if they do,
coffee.
it's very little
Very little.
for the amount of like.
But it's the process that Italians actually invested into the marketing.
So
of
the
way-
espresso.
Yeah, their espresso is like, it's world famous.
Now, do you think that's actually leads credibility? Is it better? Is it?
It's a great question. I think this is how I feel about
Yeah.
that. They put thought into it. They put intentionality into making their coffee. So I think just like the Vietnamese, we have a lot of intention into the way we make our coffee, the way it, we have a coffee culture. And I think Italians have a coffee culture, and that culture drives the prices a long way.
Because I'm curious too. Asians are a tea economy,
Yeah,
but yet British tea is very known for tea,
right.
and they import all.
They import it all.
But yet they're known for teas.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know if they're known for making the teas.
No, they're just
I think
known for teas.
Tea culture.
Okay, but see, that's what I mean by so ass backwards. It's like, okay, Colombia's been for years. I've known they're the biggest exporter.
Of Colombian coffee beans.
Yes,
and
but
grinds.
yet there's no coffee house
Yeah.
branded under
Yeah.
some kind of Colombian name.
Or even Colombian coffee culture. There's
Yes.
no sort of like specific taste. I think there's this generic like canned coffee coming out of Colombia that has no specific. But see, that's why branding culture is so important.
Because you don't see a Juan Valdez fucking coffee can.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he a real guy?
No, I think it's just a brand. Like Yuban is what? Yuban's probably Colombian as well.
Yuban sounds Vietnamese,
Arabica.
man. Chú Bằng. This is Chú Bằng, okay?
That's funny. Arabica. Where's this made? From Latin America. All right.
Right.
So other tropical regions. All right. Yuban is Arabica. So you cannot find any. Can we find? You know what? That's a thing. Can we find any
Coffee?
Robusta beans in Costco?
Let's
That's
go.
a big thing, right?
Well, French roast got it.
French roast
It has the
might-
best chance.
might whole bean Arabica. This is Arabica coffee and not Robusta. So interesting. All right.
Let's
what
go
else
to the
we
next
got?
one.
We got the next French roast. All right.
That's interesting. Jose's.
Arabica, 100% Arabica. But why do they have to print 100% Arabica? Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because you get a higher price point if it's Arabica. There's no Robusta.
Well, so
All
maybe
right,
it's a
here's
different
vanilla-
PR game.
Vanilla nut. 100% Arabica. This is interesting.
Where's it made?
100% Arabica made in. It says Jose Gourmet. Let me see, where is it made? In Vernon.
That's here,
Where is
California.
it? Yeah, here, roasted and packed. Wait, Govina and Sons. Govina, isn't that
Davina is Vietnamese.
Govina?
Yeah, Gavina is another one. A lot of Vietnamese use
A lot
Gavina.
of Vietnamese use Govina, but this is 100% Arabica. So they're just probably the roasters and the.
Well, we know for like the cafe that we do a blend.
We do,
A lot of the
but not in
cof-
Vietnam though. In Vietnam, we don't do a blend.
in
Here we do a
America,
blend,
yeah, we do a blend.
That's why it doesn't taste as good as the Vietnamese coffees that I bring over. 100% Arabica. So how is it that Costco has 100% Arabica beans in their shelves and no Robusta? And there's actually more Robusta being grown in the world than Arabica.
Yeah.
I wonder what that is.
Huh. We're gonna have to dig deep into that.
We cover that in my new podcast with these other guys, Anvo and
You didn't win too, right?
I interviewed Sarah for
Win
Sarah
Coffee,
Wynn
right?
For
Yeah.
Win Coffee Supply. But I have a whole podcast episode dedicated on the growing and the politics of coffee with Phil Van and Anvo in my other podcast called Sea Dreams.
Cool.
All right, so
The
what is
economy
this?
of coffee.
All right, here we go. This is 10% Hawaiian coffee.
Yeah, Kona.
Okay, so this is a blend. What does this blend mean? Hawaiian, African, and various origins. But does that mean that this is Arabica, or does that mean that it is? What is this? It doesn't say. Interesting.
Huh.
It doesn't talk about if it's Arabica or
'Cause it's
but
the
if it
blend.
says it's blend, then
Yeah.
it's then it is what it is. Yeah, these are all blends. Oh, interesting. This is eye-opening. We didn't see any coffee beans.
So,
100% of
Let me ask you this, Kenneth, since I got you here. we're one of the few coffee drinkers that has condensed milk in our coffee to make cafe soda.
Yep.
Are we making condensed milk?
Are we making condensed milk in Vietnam?
Yeah.
I'm sure there are probably guys who manufacture it, companies that manufacture condensed milk.
Yeah, because.
But you know why they have condensed milk in Café Soda?
Why?
Take a guess.
The French?
Yeah, but why did the French have? Why didn't they just use some creamer? Why did they have to use condensed milk?
No idea, man. Why don't you explain that to me?
In order to like move this stuff across, oceans and bring it in and keep it for a long time, and Vietnam could not produce milk at the time, that much milk. They've shipped condensed milk.
Do we even have cows?
We do, but we don't have a history of raising cows and beef production. We don't have that. So in Vietnam right now, it's American beef, Australian beef brought into Vietnam.
Okay, so the condensed milk was an imported thing.
It's an import thing to offset the production of milk.
So for no spoilage,
no spoilage. It's really an economy thing, right? Economical thing.
But how does it get this sweetness?
I think you have to put a shit ton of sugar in.
So condensed milk has a lot of sugar.
So it doesn't spoil too.
Yeah. So sugar is the preservative.
Preservative, yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's why we do condensed milk in our coffee. I just found that out recently.
Yeah. It's things we need to know.
Yeah. So let's go over to the shrimp chips. See what they do with shrimp chips.
Dude,
this
this is such crack, dude. I could finish that whole bag, man.
Can you?
Yeah.
Same
This bag
here.
is dangerous, dude.
This is very dangerous stuff. This is a crack. This is a product of South Korea, though. Yeah, and in Vietnamese we call it bánh phồng tôm.
Yeah.
I used to eat this.
I used to love making
yeah.
it. Just
to watch it.
Just watch it explode.
Pop it, explode on the frying pan.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else they got. Man, we are going through this. I wonder.
I think we have to do 2 visits, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we're almost done here, actually.
I think we're gonna when we go home, we're gonna find out more because we only touched on like maybe 5% of this whole story.
And we can edit in stuff that we
capture.
We capture authentic French recipe here. Okay, if we find the bánh bia, it'll be in this aisle here, I think.
Okay. Okay, beer sounds like a B, but it's spelled with a P.
P. Yeah, bánh bia.
It's just like this guy. He's spelled with a B, but it's pronounced with a P.
Good trip, man. Well, it's not here. I don't see it.
All right. Well, let me give you this. Turn around and tell me how important this Costco is to the Vietnamese community, man.
You're talking about this particular Costco?
No, just
or
Costco in general.
I think Costco is, it's a show of, I don't think we think about it enough, but Costco having a membership card, I think the study shows and the research shows is now the median person that owns a Costco card is actually like 110,000. That's how much you make as a unit, a family unit a year. Is about $110,000 a year to come in and shop at Costco. That's the median income of a family that shops at Costco. So it is a sign of middle class when you come in and you buy things from Costco. And the products here are really well, they're really well curated.
And let me ask you this, man. Do you have for your household?
Yeah.
Do you have one card, or do you share a card, or you get one for every person?
We have one for every person.
You didn't.
That's a funny thing. I didn't flinch. We have one for every person.
So you didn't game the system?
No. I find that to be very inconvenient. And you actually, if you shop here quite a bit, you actually make the money back. So, All right. I think we're done, right? Are we?
Yeah. So.
All right. So here. If you have any other knowledge about what products are being sold here at Costco, please leave it in the comments for us.
We're going to explore more Costco stuff and what product might be hitting Costco. And you know what? Let's just talk about how you get into fucking Costco.
Yeah. Or not even just getting in, because getting in is a real big process. But if you have any connections to the knowledge of how things are produced from in Vietnam and then brought in, but you're right. How things are actually sold in Costco coming from Vietnam is an interest to both Chris and I.
So I'm going to say goodbye to Costco Ken.
Costco Chris.